So they've been the worst team in the NBA all season long. They traded away some of their top scorers at the deadline in Bojan Bogdanovic and Alec Burks. We are going to be doing a 10-year rebuild with the Detroit Pistons today. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing? I'm excited to do this rebuild. We had a lot of success in the Charlotte Hornets one. The Pistons picked up some draft picks at the deadline. They have a great young center. You guys know him as the 2K god himself, Jalen Duren. Isaiah Stewart is somewhat of a 3-and-D power forward, which is very valuable in today's day and age. They spent the 5th overall pick on Asor Thompson. I'm excited to develop him. Hopefully he can hit a jump shot at some point in this video. We have Simone Fontecchio, who's still 28 years old. I don't know. We can maybe try to flip him. Good 3-point shooter. Does he have a team option at the end of the year? He does not, but I think I would like to bring him back just kind of as a depth piece going forward. Shooting guard wise, I hope Jaden Ivey is the future at the 2 spot. Quentin Grimes was in the Bojan Bogdanovic trade. Hopefully we can build up his value once again, and then Evan Fournier will be gone at the end of the year. And then obviously our franchise building block in Cade Cunningham. He's our point guard, franchise player, not going anywhere. And I kind of like Marcus Sasser as a backup point guard. He is 23 years old already, but he is an efficient shooter. This season though is a wash. We have 8 total wins. Hopefully 2K does give us some more by the end of the year to make it look somewhat more respectable, but I just pretty much want a top pick in this draft. I want to add a Alexander Sarr or a Cody Williams or Zachary Reese-Asher to this team. We don't really have any contract extensions to go over right now that are important to us. So we're going to finish up this regular season. If you guys do enjoy the content though as of late, I would appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. Also have links to everything of my kind of socials in the description. Also kind of started up my podcast again, so make sure you are subscribed to that either on the YouTube dedicated page, which that link is in the description, or on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Those links are in the description as well. Luka goes out and wins MVP. Wemby gets Rookie of the Year. I wonder if he's going to get DPOY every single year like he did in the 10-year Hornets rebuild. He literally won it 10 straight seasons. Are we going to get anybody in an All-NBA team? Definitely not. Let's not even get excited. All defensive teams? No. All rookie teams? We do get Asor Thompson on All Rookie first team, and we do get Marcus Sasser on All Rookie second team. All right, we'll take that. So yeah, I pretty much kind of went over what my thoughts are of this team. It's funny because like when you do rebuilds, the Pistons don't bring back Jalen Duren for some reason, but we will be bringing him back. I feel like we do have building blocks. We do have complementary young pieces as well. I would like to bring in somewhat of a veteran this offseason, kind of like somebody like Bojan Bogdanovic. You have an NBA Finals between the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors. What? The Warriors made it as an 8 seed, the Celtics as a 1 seed, a rematch from 2022, and the Warriors, like 2022, defeat the Celtics, this time in 7, and Curry gets another Finals MVP award. That is what, ring number 5 for him now? LeBron says, like, I've seen enough. Let me retire. Greg Popovich retires as well. That is kind of shocking. LeBron heading to the Hall of Fame. And we will be importing some expansion teams throughout this video just because 10 years, there becomes a lot of good free agents that end up going unsigned. I mean, in the Hornets rebuild, I added 4 new expansion teams, so we could probably do the same as well. And then I think it's going to be kind of similar to the Hornets rebuild because we're not a big free agency destination team. I think we could probably make a couple more trades in this rebuild, but we're probably going to be building this team through the draft. I mean, I think we already have some building blocks in Ivy, Cade, and Jalen Duren. I think Sasser could be a nice bench piece. Same with Isaiah Stewart and Asor Thompson as well. But I think the big thing for Asor will be his jumper. If he never really develops it to become efficient, could he be obsolete for this team? Maybe. And I'd rather kind of build around him as like a complementary piece to Cade and have him be a part of our future than I guess develop him enough where he's like a primary trade piece in a bigger deal. Like I'd like to win with Asor. I loved him coming out of the overtime elite. I think we won a ton of games towards the end of the year where we were at like pick projected like number 4, which kind of sucks. 2K likes the Pistons in the sim. Number 5, don't be Detroit. Don't be Detroit. Okay, it is Charlotte. I don't know if that means we're going to be pick 4. If we see the Knicks logo, okay, we're in the top 3. Let's go. We want to see that Knicks logo. Or now we don't. Now we don't. We don't want to see the Knicks logo. Oh my God, we're getting 1 or 2. Let's freaking go, man. That is what I'm talking about. Don't give me 2. Don't give me 2. Damn. All right, we're 2. The number 1 pick is going to go to the Portland Trail Blazers. They do have Aiden Robert Williams. I hope they don't take Alexander Sarr. That is the player that I do want. We're going to keep Monty Williams as the head coach. He was the highest paid coach of all time before I think Pop got an extension, which was stupid, but we're not going to fire him yet. All right, so before the draft, I don't know if we're going to make any trades. Stephon Castle going to the Blazers, that'd be kind of crazy. Yeah, if it's Sarr 1, I'm not taking a guard. I think we could look at like Zachary Reese-Asher with number 2. So Cade's going to get extended next year. He will get extended in real life at the end of the year. I don't think I want to move anybody unless we think we can get off like Shake Milton and Troy Brown from the Monty Morris trade. All right, and I'm going to do this trade with the Brooklyn Nets. I don't need my cap space this offseason. So I'm going to send a second rounder from New York, a 2025 second, Troy Brown and Shake Milton. For Ben Simmons, we do have to pay him $40 million next year. I have no idea if he's going to be in the rotation. He could be the backup center to Jalen Duren, sure, but I'm getting a first round pick in 2027. So this is a very realistic trade. It's something Detroit should probably do in the offseason if Brooklyn is willing to give you a first round pick to offload his 1 year expiring contract. No such thing as a bad 1 year deal. So Simmons, I mean, if it doesn't work out, we also just release him into free agency. But for now, yeah, we now have Ben Simmons on the Detroit Pistons. So let's see who the Portland Trailblazers select with the #1 overall pick. Is it going to be Alexander Sarr, or are we going to be able to draft him? It is Stephon Castle. Wow, I don't really know if I agree with that when you have Scoot Henderson on your team. Even if you think they can play next to each other, Anthony Simons probably doesn't fit with those two as well. And then you have Shaden Sharp. It's a weird pick. So we're going to go with Alexander Sarr. I will change his name where it's D-R-E, not D-E-R. And he's going to be adjacent to Jalen Duren. He's going to be the power forward going forward because I think he can space the floor eventually. And I think that would be a home run pick for Detroit if they're able to pair him up with Jalen Duren in that front court going forward. The Grizzlies traded 6 and Brandon Clark for Alperen Sengun and Jock Landale. What are you doing, Houston? And then we took Terrence Shannon out of Illinois in the second round. Don't know if he's ever really going to play for us, but take a flyer there. So we will sign him, but Alexander Sarr is the big guy. I'm glad we were able to draft him. So I think I'm also going to make Sarr a power forward and hope he can develop there. So yeah, this could mean that we maybe try to use Isaiah Stewart's trade value. Like, he's on a great contract. He's a good rim protector, and he can space the floor. That would be very valuable. I feel like he could net me 2 first-round picks. I mean, the three-point percentage didn't end well this year, but if he's going to hover around like 32, 33, it's at least something for somebody of his size that you could play at the 5. Yeah, we're obviously going to decline the Fournier contract. We're going to pick it up on Duren and Jaden Ivey. No-brainers from the 2022 class. So, Fontecchio, I'd like to give the qualifying offer to. Wiseman, no, I'm not going to give him the qualifying offer. Malachi Flynn, evil twin of Dante DiVincenzo, no. We are going to sign Paul George. Just kidding. Why would he ever want to come to Detroit? I don't know if there's anybody I'm going to go out for in free agency. Maybe another 5 if we wanted to, like, not put Ben Simmons there. I think we can get maybe another center and maybe another forward. Could bring Christian Wood back to Detroit. I'll probably pass up on that. I think I'd like to bring in Jalen Smith on a 2-year deal. 2-year deal for Jalen Smith to be the backup 5. Let's do that. I'll give him $8.5 million. That's actually great for him. I would like to bring in Isaac Okoro, but I'm not paying him $13 million. So I think we're just going to bring back Fontecchio to be that forward spot. So Jalen Smith accepts that 2-year deal. We're going to renounce the rights on everybody but Fontecchio. Wiseman gets a deal from the Magic. He actually got 3 years, $68 million. Huh? Come again? Yeah, I'm not matching that. All right, makes me feel a little bit better letting him walk for that if I wasn't going to let him walk for anything. So, Fontecchio, I'm going to give him a 2-year deal. I'm going to do $3 million, and I will do a team option next year. And he's probably going to be like the 9th, 10 man in the rotation. Gives us some good floor spacing. So, if I just want to snag maybe one more center, maybe somebody down here, Bobo wants $7 million. Why? I'll sign Drew Eubanks to a 2-year deal worth the minimum, and he should accept that. And boom, there we go. So also just kind of looking, anybody switch teams. Harden ends up back in Philly. I guess that was a great trade. Was he a sleeper cell for the Sixers? I don't know. That actually wouldn't make sense because they're not rivals. They're in the same conference with the Clippers. Tobias Harris goes to the Hornets. He did play for the Bobcats. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Why'd I say that? Valanciunas stays in New Orleans. OG leaves the Knicks to go to the Thunder. Well, then that does not look like a good trade for the Knicks. All right, so Cade is up to an 87 overall. Jalen Duren's at an 83. Ivy 82. Asor 82. Sasser 78. Grimes 78. I'm excited about this team this year. All right, so the minutes will definitely change. I think we'll do something like this. I think I need to get Ivy some more minutes, but we'll see. So it's going to be Cade, Ivy, Asor, Sarr, and Duren in the starting 5. This could be our starting 5 when we win a championship, if we win a championship. I think it's a possibility. We have a 5-man bench of Stewart, Grimes, Sasser, Smith, and Fontecchio. A mixture of ball handling, a mixture of shooting, a mixture of defense. Ben Simmons will not be cracking the rotation. I know he is 23, 24, but I'll send Terrence Shannon to the G League. Under Monty Williams, we're a 3.5 star pace and space. It's not great. First game of the year, we get blown out by the Portland Trailblazers. How did Stephon Castle do? He had 11 points. He's coming off the bench. Yeah, I didn't really get that for them. Cade did not shoot well. Alexander Sarr, solid game. I wonder how his 3-point shot is going to look like in his rookie season. We end up blowing out the Knicks in game number 2. Love to see that. And then road game here against the Pacers. We start off 2-1. I feel like we are going to make the play-in tournament this year. I'd be very shocked if we don't. All right, so this team is 25-26 at the trade deadline. We will definitely take that. Just somewhat irrelevant Portland or Detroit Pistons basketball here. I don't think I'm going to make any moves at the deadline unless I wanted to be somewhat of a seller. No reason for us to buy whatsoever. I believe our first round pick is still lottery protected. So if we don't make the playoffs, we are fine. Cade Cunningham having a fantastic year. Great efficiency. He's going to make, I think, multiple All-NBAs, maybe even an MVP season in this video. Jaden Ivey's three-point shooting, not great, taking a step back this year, but the overall efficiency is good. 6 assists for a combo guard, like at the 2 is great. And that free throw percentage looks phenomenal. Alexander Sarr having a good rookie season. The three-point shot is not falling, but hey, it's a whip. It's a work in progress. We have Jalen Duren just being an absolute bruiser for us inside. Still has another year under team control after this year. Sasser, 44% from downtown. That could make him a lot of money on this team for sure. Asor looks worse, maybe, efficiency-wise, which is definitely, I'm not going to say red flag, because he's giving me 8 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and shooting 47% from the field. But damn, I just want him to be efficient. Stewart is somebody we could think about moving if we want to capitalize on his value. Quentin Grimes, good three-point shooter. Not much else. He will provide you some defense. Fontecchio, not even giving me good three-point shooting either. So I think for the remaining part of the year, for now, Fontecchio, not going to get any minutes. I'm not going to play Ben Simmons. There's no point. Let's go 36 to Cade. Let's go 34 to Avi. Let's go a couple more to Sarr and Duren. I will see the market for Isaiah Stewart, but we could also move him in the offseason. Yeah, I didn't really find anything that I like, and he's got such a good contract where I don't think we need to move him right now. Like 15 mil next year, 15 mil, and then a $15 million team option. So that is pretty good for the modern game. So yeah, like, I don't even need to move him in the offseason if I don't want to. We are going to have some cap space. We do have to pay Cade, but we would have cap space even if we max extend him, which we will. Quentin Grimes is somebody that may come back on the QO. I wonder if I would have to match a contract. Like, will somebody throw a deal at him in free agency? I'm not too sure. So, Luka is your MVP. What? The 26th overall pick, Bronny James, is your... Okay, Rookie of the Year, gotcha. Cameron Thomas is your 6th Man of the Year. Victor Wembanyama wins DPOY. He's going to win 10 of those. Marshall Beauchamp gets Most Improved. That's pretty cool. Giannis Clutch Player of the Year and Coach of the Year goes to Mark Daigneault. He'll also get a lot of those. Do we get maybe a Cade Cunningham on an All-NBA team? We do not. Anybody on an All-Defensive team? Yes, sir. See, Asor Thompson's going to give me all-defensive caliber defense, but he's just going to be inefficient. If he could just get that true shooting to like 55%, I could justify it, but the dude is bricks from 3 and from the line, sadly. Alexander Sarr is on an all-rookie first team. I can't believe Bronny got Rookie of the Year. They drafted Buzelis, excuse me, 3rd overall, and they drafted Bronny 26th. And he was the one to give them Rookie of the Year. What? We finished as the 3 seed? Oh my God, in year 2. All right. 46 and 36. We had a good second half. I guess I'm kind of happy that I wasn't a seller at all. All right, we'll take that. I mean, we have a great young core and a great foundation. Jalen Duren, 13.2 points. He averaged 10 rebounds. Cade at 6.2 assists. Would have liked for him to maybe inch closer to 7. We'll see how long that takes him for him to do. But 2.4 turnovers per game. It's pretty good. All right, here goes nothing. I mean, we're playing with house money, and I feel like we could beat Charlotte. I mean, they do beat us in game 1. They drafted Jacoby Walter, and Lamelo had 20 assists in the first game of the playoffs. Game 2 goes to Charlotte. Game 3, okay, are we going to get swept by a 6 seed? Oh, my God. All right, well, that was embarrassing. The point of making the playoffs if no one's going to show up. Cade was good in round 1. Threes were a little inconsistent. Duren was fine. Alexander Sarr was solid. Ivy, oof, he struggled. Okay. Asor was fine. Yeah, he was fine. He averaged 1.7 steals, 1.3 stocks. That's like, I'll take that. Sasser's 3 was like inconsistent. Jalen Smith, yeah. Oh God, Isaiah Stewart maybe just played out of me getting another first-round pick for him in the offseason. So let's see who is going to go to the NBA Finals in the 2025 season. You got the Nuggets, who Jokic averaged a triple-double, and you have the Sixers, Embiid versus Jokic in the finals, and Embiid and the Nuggets win in 6. Tyrese Maxey's your finals MVP. He averaged 39 points. That is absurd. I don't think we're going to see any Hall of Famers. I don't think 2K will give it to D-Rose or Kyle Lowry here. Yeah, that is actually the case. So the Raptors do retire Kyle Lowry's jersey number. I'm down for this. All defensive teams will be positionless. I don't know why they didn't change that with the All-NBA teams. I feel like that would just make a ton of sense. We will not have our first round pick. Wow, the Rockets have 2 and 3. That is kind of insane. The Thunder have 6 and 7. Shout out to the Nets. Losing pick 3, but getting pick 5 via Phoenix. The Knicks will get, I believe, our pick. It's at 21, so I'm not really worried about losing that. We do need a new assistant head coach. I don't know who I want. I guess Monty Williams is going to be fine here going forward. I mean, I would love Will Hardy, but I feel like that'd be unrealistic to grab him as an assistant. So I will bring back Steven Silas. I mean, we were a 3 seed. Hey, a 3 seed is like a championship for Detroit, basically what they've been going through. All right, we're going to do this trade with the OKC Thunder. I feel like this is a really good return. So 2 first-rounders in next year's draft. Miami Heat unprotected. Swap best between the Clippers and the Rockets. So I just need one of those 2 teams to be bad. We're sending pick 52 in, or excuse me, 52 in this draft, and Isaiah Stewart. I feel like I know Isaiah Stewart's good. He's on a good contract, but this is too good of a trade to turn down. 2 first-round picks unprotected for Isaiah Stewart is immense value. It really is. I mean, this year the Heat were the 9th seed, 39-43. Who knows? We hope they don't make the playoffs next year. As for the Clippers, they were 30-52, and the Rockets were 37-45. I just need one of those 2 teams to be bad next year. So we don't have a first rounder for the 2025 draft. We definitely did get a little bit worse, obviously, with that trade since we didn't get any players in return, and these draft picks aren't until 2026. Imagine one of them ends up like turning into AJ Dubin, so that would be kind of insane. Shout out to Ace Bailey going to the Nets. He was a beast in the Hornets rebuild. Cooper Flagg goes #1 in the Bulls. That also happened in the Hornets rebuild. So we're not going to add any draft picks, which I'm cool with. I'm going to pick up the Fontecchio team option. Terrence Shannon, sure. So we'll pick up everybody's option. Let's give Cade and Quentin Grimes the qualifying offers. We'll get an extension done with Cade. Hopefully Grimes back on the QO. Jimmy's a free agent. Do I make Miami worse to try to sign him? We have $90 million in cap, but I don't think I'm going to go out and sign anybody. Simmons, you are gone. I don't even know what position I'd want. I think I have my front court for the future in Duren and Sarr. Can Thompson be the small forward for the future? I mean, Franz is restricted, so is Trey Murphy. Like, we're going to bring back Cade. We have Ivy. Maybe another, I mean, I'm hoping to bring back Grimes as well, so maybe just another forward if we want to take a chance. But, what? No, that's so stupid. Why would you decline his team option after trading? Wait, did they cut him? I'm so confused. He didn't even have a team option. Why would you cut him? Is that a glitch? All right, I'm signing Isaiah Stewart and then trading him on that exact contract. Yeah, they really cut him. Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to trade him to OKC. That is so stupid, 2K. All right, it won't let me trade Stewart right now, but we will. I'm just still at a loss for words. So let's bring back Cade Cunningham. You know what? We're going to get an extension done with Grimes. We're just going to lock it in for 2 years instead of him coming back on the QO. Will he accept a 2-year, $20 million deal? For us, he will. Okay, cool. So we're going to get Grimes back on that. If anything, it becomes an easy tradable 1-year deal worth $10 million next offseason. So it's pretty much going to be it for us. I didn't really address kind of the forward depth, which is fine because we still have Fontecchio, we have Smith. I'm trading Isaiah Stewart to the Thunder. I still can't believe that happened. It won't let me trade him. Can I not trade him for the duration of this contract? Do I have to? 2K, you're making no sense to me. All right, so I just got Isaiah Stewart back on the Thunder. That was still crazy. I think it's because I had a trade restriction on, like, where it was like a recently traded guy or signed guy. You can't move him. I think that was what the mistake was there. So I also noticed in free agency, Jonathan Kuminga just not signed. We do have money to give him a 4-year deal. I kind of like the idea of Kuminga on this team, but I think I'm going to keep developing, like, Thompson and Sarr right now. It's also not very realistic that the Warriors would just let him walk. I'm just going to let 2K be 2K. So, Sasser, you're going to get 23 minutes. I think Grimes, as a glue guy, 18 minutes. Smith, 17. Do I want to give Fontecchio minutes? I don't really want to play Terrence Shannon that much. So, I think Fontecchio can get 10 minutes. The fact that he's still in the rotation in year 3 is kind of wild. We're going to go 36 to Cade. 34 to Ivy. Let's go 32 to Thompson. Let's do 33 to the front court. And I could probably do 2 more to Quentin Grimes. And now we have a little bit more draft capital this year. We are 4-star pace and space. I mean, looking at our future draft capital right now, like, we'll keep an eye on Miami and the Clippers. And we have our first. So we will have 3 first-round picks in this upcoming draft, which is sweet. And I think we can make the playoffs once again as a non-playing tournament team. Just hope maybe no first-round exit, but we're off to a fantastic start at 6-1. At the trade deadline, 21 games above 500. We are seeing the development of the young guys. Maybe we just had to be patient with Monty Williams in this young core. Cade's 3-point percentage is down. I mean, his overall efficiency is down this year. Interesting, but hey, we're playing good as a team. Jaden Ivey earning himself a bag. What a season he is having. A sore. Developmenting okay. I mean, the free throw percentage is up, which is encouraging. 3-point percentage is up from 16 to 18%, so I guess we'll take that. 55 true shooting, that's what I asked for. Alexander Sarr is averaging 18 points, 9 rebounds, 3.3 assists. The efficiency is up from 3, which I'll take because that could just make him so much more valuable. Jalen Duren, absolute bruiser inside. Sasser giving me good playing time off 50, 40, 90 off the bench. God damn. Quentin Grimes. Oh my God. Very efficient as well. And we're going to add 3 rookies in this class. Jalen Smith is earning himself an extension. God damn. Fontecchio shooting well from 3. I feel like we have to be one of the better 3-point shooting teams in the league this season. I mean, if we look at overall just 3-pointers made per game, we are currently, no, that was a lie. I guess we are maybe not up there. But what about 3-point percentage? Maybe we are. Okay, never mind. What? The Magic is a team we're shooting 39% from three? How? That is kind of insane. Contract extensions, nobody's eligible. Let's just take a look at what the Rockets. Okay, so the Heat aren't a top 9 team. The Heat. Oof. Isaiah Stewart may earn us some pretty good draft capital. Clippers are there at 12, so we're going to get their pick. The Rockets are pretty good this year. So I'm not going to do anything at the deadline. Let's just see how we end up in year number 3. All right, so MVP is Luka Doncic. He'll get a lot of those in this video. Cooper Flagg averaged 21 points as a rookie. Isaiah Collier drafted by the Mavericks behind Luka and Kyrie. 6th man of the year. Pretty good pick by them. Wemby gets deep. How did they get a first round pick? The 9th? Oh, because it was top 10 protected. Wow, they really struggled that year. So the Knicks didn't get it. Wemby, another deep boy. Buzelis, most improved. Trae Young, clutch player of the year. So they got the rookie of the year last year and Bronny and the most improved this year from that same draft class, which is kind of crazy. Mitch Johnson, the replacement to Pop. For Wemby gets coach of the year. Obviously, it's because of Wemby. Shenko, why would you trade him to Memphis? I never really got that. Houston, that didn't really make a lot of sense. We did get Cade Cunningham on all NBA third team. Sweet. I wonder if it's just going to be a lot of big men just kind of making, yeah, maybe that's why it's not positionalist. Maybe it would just be a ton of big men making the all defensive teams. Finished the season as the 2 seed. We had a Central Division team finish as the 1, 2, and 3 seeds in the Eastern Conference. We ended the year with 53 wins. Cade Cunningham finished with 25 points. Ivy and Sarr 18 apiece. Duran with 14 and almost 11. Thompson finished with 1.7 steals and 1.5 blocks. Sasser did not do 50, 40, 90, unfortunately. We're taking on the Washington Wizards in round 1 with Jamal Murray now. All right. They are starting Johnny Davis. Okay, he's kind of had a career resurgence right there. John Collins is there. Bilal Koulibaly off the bench. Why? Should I trade for Bilal? Can we beat them, though, and get a playoff series victory under our belt? Yes, we do. We end up winning in 6 games. We're going to be taking on the Indiana Pacers. And Alexander Sarr averaged 20 points and 9 rebounds. Cade was good. Ivy was better than he was last year in round 1. He can really only go from there. So you got Charlotte, the 8-seeded Hornets, winning and beating the Cavs in 6. Are we going to go to the finals this year? If we beat Indiana, we could definitely go to the finals, which would be kind of crazy to say. Why is Siakam coming off the bench? Doesn't really make a lot of sense. And we are going to lose in 7. Damn. Oh, that stinks. We lost by 5 in game 7. Who won game 5? We were up 3-2. Oh my God. And then we lost by 2. And then by... Hey, that is so sad. That is so sad. Oh my God. That is crazy. Damn. All right. I really thought, like, the Pacers, watch them. They're definitely going to the finals. They're going to beat Charlotte, who are an 8 seed. Yeah, they beat them in 7, and you have the Thunder and the Pacers, and then the Thunder are definitely going to sweep the Pacers. No, they won in 7. Oh my God, the Pacers just went through 3 straight 7-game series. That is insane. Beat us in 7, beat the Hornets in 7, but their luck ran out. They lost by 2. Wow, beat us by 5. Oh my God, they beat Charlotte by 2, but then lost by 2 to the Thunder. That is an insane playoff run from them. But hey, I'll take a round 2 exit as long as we're just getting closer and closer to our goal of winning a championship and then having a sustainable dynasty. Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook are heading to the Hall of Fame. Bunch of jersey retirements there. I think next year will be the first year that we incorporate an expansion team. So, are we going to get lucky? The Miami pick is projected at number 4. Clippers at number 11. Give me some luck, 2K. And we end up going up a spot. Pick 3. Clippers pick is at 11, and we have our pick at 26. All right, so, I mean, there's a chance that Banza falls to me at 3. I think Darren Peterson would also be a great pick. So I'm probably going to end up with either Boozer, Pete, Banza, or Darren Peterson here. And let's see what happens. So with the number 1 pick, it is Cameron Boozer out of Duke. Oh my God, him and Embiid in the front court is scary. How did they get this pick? Were they bad this year? I mean, they were in the finals recently. Okay. And they won it all. Number 2, Boston Celtics. Do not take AJ Banza from me, please. Are they trading the pick? Nope. They always take Darren Peterson. I swear to God. He was in the 10-year Hornets rebuild. I feel like every time I use this draft class, he is a Boston Celtic. It always happens. It always happens. Well, I am very happy with this. I am taking AJ Banza. Probably not great for Sword Thompson's role on this team as a starter because Banza has top 5 player in the league potential. And I think that is just going to make us look that much better. Shout out to you, Isaiah Stewart. Shout out to you. Definitely sorry if I'm butchering the name, but I'm going to take Patrick Ngombo here from Duke. Can develop him just to be a backup 5 to Duren going forward. And I'm going to get Jaron Stevenson, a power forward from Alabama, with our last first rounder. Don't know why Noah Clowney came up. Maybe it's because of the Alabama thing. All right, so I'm very excited about this team going forward and who we just added through this draft. Ngombo and Stevenson will probably be G League guys next year, but Devanta is maybe get a start over Sor Thompson. So Sasser, we're going to pick up that team option. Same with Alexander Starr. We are going to pay Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren a ton of money. I will give Fontecchio the qualifying offer. Terrence Shannon, he's 25. I'm going to let walk. Could we also sign Luka Doncic? That would be sick. But no, we want to bring back these guys. They're the core. Maybe pulling off the heist of the century. I don't know how. I'm like speechless that it happened. I got Jaden Ivey to come back for $32 million less than Jalen Duren. That's kind of insane. Fontecchio for depth. I'll bring him back on a 1-year deal. And boom, there we go. So looking at the team next year, it's going to be good. I think Devanta will start. Asor Thompson's like defense though is very valuable in the starting 5. So maybe Devanta starts off as like a 6th man playing 28 minutes a night and just kind of gets his juices flowing as like a primary scorer for the second unit and then could become that for the starting lineup. Alexander Sarr is up to an 86 overall. Oh, I did forget that we lost. Oh my God. Wow. I don't know how I didn't realize that, but Jalen Smith at free agency. So I think Ngombo is going to get minutes for us next year because we don't really have a true backup big. So he's going to get like 14 minutes a night instead of playing in the G League. 18 to Grimes, 24 to Sasser, 28 to Devanta. I don't even know if that's going to work out properly because I think Asor could get 30, and then I would like to give Duren 32, and I got to find 4 more minutes for SARS. So who's that going to come from? Maybe just 1 each from the guys on the second unit. So I want to give the front court 32 minutes apiece. System efficiency is going to be 4.5 star pace and space. That is pretty good. And then I'm going to send Jaron Stevenson, our late first rounder, at 26 to the G League. First game of the year on the road. Are we able to beat the Raptors to start off 1-0? Oh my God, we lost by 20. We started off the year 7-1 last year. That is a embarrassing first game of the season. Devanta, what the hell? We did beat the Nuggets by 23 points as we held them to 84. All right, Devanta's taking 10 shots. I probably might have to lower his shot tendency. We dropped 150 against the Bulls, though. That's a sick win. All right, so we are here at the 2027 trade deadline. We're 32-17. We're performing pretty well here in the Eastern Conference. We are the 4 seed. Shout out to the Nets, the Cavs, and the Wizards that are just the top teams here in the East. Jokic is the front runner to win MVP. We have AJ Devanta, number 3 in Rookie of the Year. His 3-point shot just needs to fall, and he can be like a 25-point per game scorer. Devanta is also there in 6th man of the year off the bench, obviously, because we do have Asor Thompson. That will be a big thing this offseason if we want to pay Asor, just because we have Devanta in the wings. Damn, Alex Sarr is averaging 20 points per game, 9 rebounds, 3.5 assists. Him and Duren, man, they're like just kind of the block party. I mean, not really, 1.4 and 1.9, but they're just a good defensive front court to have. Ooh, Jaden Ivey's efficiency got the bag, and then he's just taking a step back. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Cade is still our number 1. Will continue to be our number 1. Sasser is just so efficient. Oh my God, he's almost perfect from the line. Asor is definitely becoming more efficient. Man, he's going to want a lot of money. We'll see what we're going to end up paying him. I'm sure Quentin Grimes is probably gone in the offseason, even though he's a solid player. Patrick Ngombo, fine as a backup big. I mean, we could look to try to trade for a backup big at the deadline. And yeah, I'm going to make this trade with the Sacramento Kings. He's probably going to be just a rental. We're going to send them Quentin Grimes, who's 26 years old, for Bobby Portis, who is 31, but is a free agent at the end of the year. And yeah, like we won't have to rely too much on Patrick Ngombo for the playoffs. So we're going to make that trade one-on-one. Grimes is no longer a Piston. I didn't think I was bringing him back in the offseason anyway. So Bobby Portis is probably going to slide there in the 8th man spot. I think Ngombo I'm going to probably send to the G League, and then Fontecchio will get kind of some minutes as the 9th man. And then any contract extensions to work out, doesn't really look like it. So just also to update our salary cap table or breakdown right now, like we're paying Cade a ton of money. Duren's got a very team-friendly contract, same with Jaden Ivey as well. Portis is off the books. We don't have to pay Sarr until the 2028 offseason. Sarr. But Asor, we have to pay this offseason if we do want to extend him. Same with Marcus Sasser as well. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins MVP. Cameron Boozer wins Rookie of the Year. He was the number 1 overall pick to Philadelphia. Josh Giddey takes home 6th man of the year in Atlanta. Had a pretty solid year, I guess, behind Trae Young. Deep Boy goes to Wemby. Ian Jackson, most improved. Shout out to him at UNC. Halliburton, Clutch Player of the Year. And Mitch Johnson, Coach of the Year. We did get Alexander Sarr in year number 3 on all NBA third team. 20 points, 9 rebounds, 3.5 assists, over a steal and 2 blocks a night, and shot, you know what, respectable from 3, 58% true shooting percentage. He's going to be very good. Him and Duren are just kind of the future of this front court. He is on all defensive second team. I mean, we did draft him 2nd overall, and we did finish ahead of the Cavs and the Nets, and we finished as the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. We're going to be going up against the Toronto Raptors, who have former Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Dylan Harper. They have quickly Barrett Barnes still. They got Naz Reid, Terry Rozier, O'Shea Baji still. Jordan Poole is in Toronto. Okay, he was in Memphis for a little bit, and they have Goga Batadze. In terms of player stats, Cade finishes the number 1 scorer. Did Ivy's efficiency get better? Slightly, but still not great. Still not great whatsoever. Bobby Portis was a fine backup big. Fontecchio was not hitting his shots. I think that's just like a lack of depth that we have right now that we have to play him. So we're going to hopefully to add some more depth in the offseason. All right, so it's going to be Cade, Ivy, Sarr, Duren for the playoffs. Sasser, I think, honestly, with how efficient he is, I mean, Banza finished pretty efficient. They're each going to get probably 28 minutes a night. I think we may honestly go with an 8-man rotation for the playoffs and not play Fontecchio. So Portis will get 18 minutes. We're going to go 28 to Banza and Marcus Sasser. Duren and Sarr, I would like to give 33 apiece to. Let's go 32 to Sarr. Let's go 34 to Ivy. Honestly, let's go 32 to Ivy, and let's go 36 to Cade. So, round number 1 against the Raptors. Are we able to beat them? They beat us in game 1 by 3 points. Sarr had a good game. Cade had a okay game. Did not really shoot all that well. Game number 2, we're down 2-0. We lost by 13. Cade with 25 and 8. Sarr with 16 and 12. Double-doubles for Sarr. Wow, Sarr had 5 blocks as well. I mean, that's where he can impact the game for us. But we are down 2-0. And we're down 3-0. Well, that is disappointing. We lost 112-109. Sarr and Ivy combined for 48 points. Was not enough. 2 for 12 for AJ Banza, the rookie. Damn. All right. Are we going to get swept? No. At least we're going to win 1 game, right? Damn, this was a really good game, too. All right, I guess we're going to lose in 5. No, we stay alive. We ended up beating them by 25 points. Oh, the Raptors get to blow a 3-0 lead. Sarr had 14 rebounds and 4 blocks in this game. Jalen Duren at 25, Cade 29 and 13. All right, let's see what happens here. Game number 6. Can we force a game 7? Yes, we can. Oh, my goodness. Are they going to blow a 3-0 lead? 8 steals for Cade. And he shot 4 for 18. That is wild. All right, here we go. Game 7 in Detroit. We just got to win 1 more as a 2 seed. And they're going to blow a 3-0 lead. That is very unfortunate. I would be very upset if I were on the Raptors side of things, because this would be like a feel-good upset for them. And we're going to come back. I mean, we're down by 5, down by 3. Tie game. A top end. Why not? All right, so we do have the ball, which is nice. Sasser is in right now. I'm not sure. Okay, no, nobody fouled out. So we're going to have Sasser in. I wonder if I like want to soar him. Like I do for defensive purposes, but I don't for kind of just offensive spacing. They Benson, Portis working the pick and pop. Kick that out to Bobby. Bobby inside on Scotty Barnes. Oh, that's not good. All right. Kick it out to Devanza. Can he get something to go on RJ Barrett? He's inside. He's going to get the foul call. Huge stuff. Devanza playing major minutes in his rookie season. He's going to knock down the first free throw to give us a 1-point lead, 132-131. He's going to miss that one. Damn, that hurts. Jalen Duren guarding Scotty Barnes. That's a good matchup for us. I'll take that. Oh, get on Rozier, Cade. Okay, Cade's got A+ perimeter D. 12 assists as well. Barnes is going to get that to go over Duren, and they take the 1-point lead. Cade, easy money on Terry Rozier. Come on, spin move inside right hand. Good. Cade with 23 and 12. I mean, that's a defensive mismatch that could definitely go our favor. I'm surprised they're not trying to put quickly on him. So Sarr is guarding Barnes. I mean, this is a great matchup. He's got 29 and 10. He's huge out there. Let's see if he can hold up defensively on Barnes. Good defense there. Kicks it out to Rozier. Over to Dylan Harper, who is kind of scary to guard because I know he's shifty. Over to Naz Reid. Quick 3. No way. He misses it. That is huge. All right, Sarr and Cade trying to get something to work. Easy layup for Cade. All right, there we go. We take a 3-point lead. Yeah, Terry Rozier cannot stay in front of Cade right now. Yeah, Sarr, like, look at those defensive grades in the top right. That is just very valuable to have. I mean, we're going to see what he's asking for in free agency. Oh, no. Get on Rozier. Holy crap. Fall away 3. No good. Let's go. Get it to Ivy. Get it to Ivy. I wish Sasser was out there for free throw purposes, but you know what? We're going to get Ivy to the line. He's got 28, 6, and 9. He came up clutch here in Game 7, and is that going to be 30 points? From the former Purdue Boilermaker? Yes, it is, as we are up by 5. As long as they don't hit a 3, we should be winning. Okay, well, Dylan Harper's just wide open. That is fantastic. I'm calling timeout. I'm getting Marcus Sasser, and I'm not playing around. If Sasser misses a free throw when he shot like 98% from the line this year, I'm going to give up on 2K. First one is money. He's got 15 points. I think I'm more like inclined to re-sign Sasser than I am to re-sign a Sor Thompson. And he's got A+ perimeter D as well. Barnes going to take a 3. That is no good. And we are going to be winning in 7 as the Raptors blow a 3-0 lead. Ivy with 30. Sarr with 29 and 12. Cade with 25 and 12. 6 assists for Jalen Duren. What a game. All right, well, yep, just like we drew it up in round 2, right? So we're taking on the Cavs, who have pretty much their same team. They have a solid bench as well. I mean, that's definitely a better team than Toronto, but we win game 1 by 33 points. All right, everybody was in double figures besides Bobby Portis. Game number 2 goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They won by 13. Sarr had 8 rebounds, 8 assists for Jaden Ivey. Game number 3 goes to the Detroit Pistons. We blow them out. That's what I'm talking about. 5 steals for Jalen Duren, 5 blocks for Alex Sarr. Almost a triple-double for Asor Thompson. He had 7, 10, 9, 2, and 3. Just can't hit a shot. Just can't hit a shot. Game number 4 goes to the Detroit Pistons, and we are 1 game away from advancing to the conference finals. Can we do so? Nope. We ended up losing this one, unfortunately. All right, game number 6. Don't go to a game 7. Boom, there we go. We win by 14 after being down 3-0 to the Raptors in round 1. Here we are in the conference finals going up against the 8-seeded Heat, who just swept Atlanta. You got Dallas and Houston on the other side. They have Wagner, Hero, Butler, Jovic, Bam. Oh, why have Bam and Kessler? And Mitchell Robinson seems a little redundant. And they have Jaime Jaquez and Hardaway Jr. That's a good team. Imagine they traded, like, I don't know, Kessler for like an elite point guard or an elite power forward. Game number 1, we win by 4 points. Sarr is definitely gonna have like him and Duren going up against like Bam and Kessler, or Bam and Mitch Rob, is going to be like an insane battle. We win by 4 here in game number 2. Can we go up 3-0? Yes, we can. We end up winning by 7, and it looks like the Detroit Pistons, wow, what a defensive game from Sarr. He's absurd. Are going to go to the NBA Finals. Yep, we swept the Heat. They were no match for us. Cade with 39 and 9, having an elite playoff run. Sarr as well. Sarr has been incredible. Marcus Sasser, super underrated. Look how efficient he is. And we're going to be taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Sarr is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Luka in the West. They lost to Hardaway Jr. We saw him on Miami, but they have Franz Wagner, Asanol. They're starting Jaden Hardy. Still have Derek Lively. Oh, they have Jalen Green. I feel like you'd probably start him over Jaden Hardy. Oh, and they have Isaiah Collier. Yes, off the bench. He won 6 men of the year. Grayson Allen's an 80 overall. They have Jalen Smith, okay, who is a former Detroit Pistons. Spent 2 years here. That's his first year in Dallas. We did win game 1 by 1 point. You got to win the close ones, man. Game number 2, we lost by 21 points. It's a little scary. Game number 3, yeah, they beat us by 20 points. So they blew us out in both their wins, and we won by 1 point in our only win. Game 4, we stay alive, though. We beat them by 15 on the road. Dave Banton with 42 points in 25 minutes. That is insane. Game number 5 goes to Detroit by 5. Are we going to win our first NBA Finals here in year number 4? Let's see what happens. Good first quarter against Dallas. I don't want to blow a 3-2 lead. I really don't. Can we come on top? No. What a terrible second half. We blow our halftime lead. All right, on to game 7. Here we go, game 7. It's in Detroit. We get off to a fantastic start there in the first quarter, but then we have a terrible end to it. And then they have a good second quarter, and we're basically losing. Wow, this is a monumental collapse from us. No. We had so many instances where we could have won. We're down by 9, down by 5. Let's see if we could win. I feel like I'm never good at, like, coming back. I'm only good at maintaining leads. We do need some offense out there, so I think I'm going to... Alex Sarr fouled out. So I guess I'm just going to go with that Bance at the 4. I mean, he is 6'9". Yeah, we're going to do that. So I'm hoping Asor is okay. Collier to the rim. Oh, great. All right, well, now I got to come back down by 7. At least he missed the free throw. Oh, my God. Oh, are you kidding me? That's not even on me. People in the comments are going to say I'm ass at 2K. Come on. What was that? All right, well, this is the worst possible start in the world. Now, great. Ivy's guarding Luka. I mean, we should probably put a sore on him. Oh, wait, no. Duren's guarding Luka. That was Franz. Oh, God. Oh, man. I don't like this. Lively over a sore. No good. Thank God Duren got the rebound. Can we... Okay, kick that up to Debansa. Kick that out to Cade. Cade, I need you to hit this 3 so badly. Cade, thank you. Thank you so much. 4-point game. All right, Asor is going on Luka. Ivy can go on Jalen Green. And we're going to put AJ DeBance on Franz Wagner. Of course, it hasn't kind of occurred yet. I mean, Cade does have A+ perimeter D. Can he stay in front of Luka? Duren, if there's a screen, you got to go. Oh, my God, Duren, how'd you not get a hand on that? What? Cade, over to Debansa. Please hit that. Thank you. Surprising, like, no charge or blocking call there, but we'll take that. 4-point game once again. All right, Asor, I need you to stay in front of Luka. This could earn you a contract extension from me. Now Cade's on Luka. They got the switch. Cade. Good defense. Oh, no. Duren, get over there. Oh, and he hits it. Oh, my God. 6-point game. We're just playing catch-up at this point. Pick and pop. Ivy in Debansa. Kick that out. Swing it. Cade. One more. Oh, my God. That's incredible defense there from the Mavericks. Cade trying to do too much right now. Find Duren inside. There we go. Duren's going to hit that. Back to a 4-point game. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that said 6 for a second. All right, 4-point game. Cade gets to the corner. No, Jalen Green does not get blocked there by Duren. I needed a block so badly. Man, we just can't get a stop. All right, kick that up to Asor. Asor cut back inside. Oh my God, Franz is killing me defensively. Ivy to the rim. He's going to get that layup. We're getting quick buckets, but it doesn't matter because we can't play defense. All right. Oh, no, no, no. Get on Franz. Get on Franz. No, that's the guy we didn't want to shoot. He missed it. Okay, that's good. We finally got to stop. Oh, my God. I threw a really risky pass there. Ivy to the rim. Spin move inside. Jaden Ivy gets that. No, he missed it. No. Oh, and we're going to lose the NBA Finals. All right, I'm calling upon Marcus Sasser to hit a 3 here in the corner just because of how efficient he is. Sasser, I don't know why he didn't do a step back. He's going to miss that. Damn, we were up 3-2, and we had leads at halftime, I think, in both of those games. Oh, that sucks. All right, well, we lost in 7. This is kind of similar to the Hornets rebuild because I'm pretty sure I lost in 7 in my first finals run there. Love, Lopez, Butler retires, so the Heat are going to get a little bit worse as Jimmy does end up retiring. He's heading to the Hall of Fame. We are going to add an expansion team next offseason. So the Nets get the #1 overall pick and the #5 via Philly and Phoenix, and they were a top 8 team in the Eastern Conference this season. We do own our first-round pick at 26, and we are going to bring back Monty Williams. So this is the first auto-generated draft class. Freddie Tiggs, interesting. Darnell Hollins, they look like they're actually pretty good. Freddie Tiggs looks almost unanimous at #1. I don't think I'm going to do anything too much. We could see more Jaren Stevenson and Ngombo next year. Oh, I completely missed that we had 2 first-round picks. But we drafted John Felder, we drafted John Wallace, a point guard and a wing. Seth Franklin's a 72. I will sign him, but I will not sign Otis Swift. Tiggs is a 77 overall at the age of 19. Holland 76 at 18. We're going to pick up the team option on Alexander Sarr. Giannis declines his player option. Josiah James, I will not give the QO2, but Sasser and Asor Thompson, yes. We have about $16 million in cap space if we wanted to use it, but yeah, we're not going to be able to afford any of these guys. And Asor wants $35 million. I don't know how I feel about that. And you know what? I'm going to let Asor walk. Yeah, the Rockets offered him a deal, so he gets to play with his brother, which is kind of cool. $30 million. I don't really kind of want to pay that type of money for him. Obviously, I could trade him, but, you know, we try to keep this somewhat realistic and not, like, cheap as well. So I think it'll be a cool challenge for us, too, to let him go and see how he can respond. And obviously, AJ DeBance is going to be the starting small forward who has a much higher ceiling than Asor Thompson. So, yeah, we're going to let Asor walk. He's going to sign with the Houston Rockets as long as they bring back Amen Thompson. I'm not going to renounce the rights on him. Okay, no, they can't afford, I guess, Amen and Asor, funny enough. So he's going to go to the Orlando Magic. And we're going to sign Marcus Sasser on a 4-year, $58 million contract. That's a great deal. All right, I'm going to sign Gigi Jackson for a 3-year deal worth $30 million. He had a good year in Memphis last season. It's going to be just kind of a flat rate because I think we do have a lot of, I guess, leverage over him right now. But yeah, Jackson did shoot 42% from 3 last year. So he could be kind of like a hybrid forward for us off the bench. And I'm going to sign B-Ball Paul just in case like Ngombo or Jaren Stevenson cannot be the backup center. So Alexander Sarr is our #1 player at a 91 overall. Cade says he's a 90, but also says he's an 88. Ivy goes up. Dick Banton goes up a ton. Sasser, GG goes up. All right, I'm excited about this team next year. I know losing Asor will hurt, but I'm excited to see how we bounce back. I mean, we did have multiple first-round picks that we could play as well in Felder and Wallace. So, I mean, we could see what they could do. I think we're just going to stick with the 9-man rotation. I think, like, Ngombo and Stevenson can get 15 minutes apiece. GG Jackson can get 23. We're going to go 29 to Sasser. Maybe something like this. I don't know. I feel like I don't have enough minutes. I guess we'll go 33 to Sarr, 31 to Duran for the regular season, 32 to Advance is good. We'll do 31 to Ivy, and then we'll do 35 to Cade Cunningham. Maybe I should have chose Asor Thompson over Jaden Ivy, looking back on it. Like, that could have been something that I decided to do. First game of the season's at home against the Minnesota Timberwolves. We end up blowing them out. Great start to the season. All right, so we're going to be adding the Seattle Supersonics and the Las Vegas Outlaws to the NBA at the end of this season. All right, we're here at the trade deadline with a 32-19 record. Very similar to what we were last year. We are the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. We're the 3rd best offensive team. Our defense, on the other hand, is still pretty good. It is top 6 in the conference. It could be better, though, for sure. Cade is leading the way scoring-wise, followed by Sarr. There's AJ DeBanza kind of breaking out. Ivey's efficiency has been a little lackluster the last 2 years, maybe with the addition of DeBanza. He could be a trade target in the offseason if we were going to decide to make a big move. Sasser with a larger role, his efficiency drops. Okay, but you know, it's still pretty good. I can't lie. GG Jackson's giving me great efficiency and good scoring off the bench. Jaren Stevenson, he can hit some threes. That's pretty cool. Ngombo, ooh, not great. Asor Thompson is playing with Carlton Carrington, Koa Pete, Jonathan Kuminga, Tyrese Proctor in Orlando. He's averaging 11.7 points, 8 rebounds, 3.6 assists. I mean, he's a good defender. If he makes it all defensive team, I'll be a little bit upset. But if he doesn't, then I'm like, was it really worth to pay somebody that's going to put up those numbers, $30 million a year? Shea goes back-to-back in the MVP department. Deron Holmes, who was drafted in 2024, wins Rookie of the Year in 2028 out of Dayton. Isaiah Collier, 6th Man of the Year. Wemby, Depoy, boy. Most improved goes to Bronny James. I mean, he did average incredible numbers. Clutch player of the year goes to Jalen Brunson. Mark Daigneault, coach of the year. Shea, Jokic, Luka, Ja, and Wemby on All-NBA first team. Second team, you got Flag, Sarr, Bronny, Buzelis, and Stephon Castle. Third team, Boozer, Ball, Giannis, Halliburton, Johnson. So we did get Sarr on NBA second team. Checking out the all defensive team. Sarr is on all defensive first team. And then Asor is on all defensive second team. Okay. Hurts a little bit. Can't lie. We finished the season as the 3 seed. So we did drop a little bit as we are 54-28. There is a massive gap though between the top 3 seeds and everybody else in the East. Cade finished the season with 23 points, 6.6 assists. Sarr 20 and 10. Dabansa improved from his rookie year for sure. There's Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, Sasser, GG. I think Stevenson, I don't know though. His efficiency actually didn't finish that great at the end of the year. 38, 31, 83, not great. Ngombo actually finished a little bit better. But you know what? I think I'm going to play somebody that didn't even, I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to play, I don't even know. I don't really even want to play these guys, but I have to play somebody. So I think I'm honestly going to give B-Ball Paul the backup 5 minutes. He's going to get 14 minutes a night. We're going to play Duren 34. We're going to play Sarr 36, maybe 33 to Duren. Let's go 34 to Dabansa. Let's go 39 to Cade. Let's go 34 to Ivy. So we're taking on the Atlanta Hawks in round 1. Anthony Black, DeJounte Murray, Derek Whitehead, Jalen Johnson Okongwu with Podziemski, Melvin Ajinka, Dylan Brooks, and Wendell Carter Jr. off the bench. Are we going to be a first round exit? No, we are not. We end up winning in 5. Lost game 1 and then ended up winning 4 in a row. Yeah, Sarr can be, I think, a number 1 on a championship team. Look at that efficiency. On top of like all defensive first team caliber defense. Taking on Cleveland, a team we did beat last year. They did move because they got Dial, their starting point guard, and they moved Garland to the bench. Let's see what happens here. Can we beat them? Yes, we can. We win in 6. Sarr with 28, Cade with 27, Dabansa with 22 points. Wow, Ivy, 7.2 assists I will take, but he may be on the block in the offseason. So we're taking on the Wizards. Bronny's just that good. They got Jabari Smith Jr. at the 5. They have Jamal Murray as their 6th man. Koulibaly's off the bench. It's a good team in Washington. Can we beat them and go to the finals? Yes, we can. We won in 7 games, and here we are making back-to-back finals, but we got to take on the Thunder. What was their record this year? 63-19. Shea, Kayson Wallace, OG Anunoby, Tyler Smith, and Chad. I do want to do like a 10-year Thunder rebuild soon, or I may do like an 0-18, 0 ring to 18 ring rebuild with them. Game 1 goes to them. They win by 6. Game 2 goes to us. We won by 7. Ivy with 32 and 10. Game number 3 goes to the Thunder. All right. Don't lose game 4. We need to win game 4. There we go. We end up blowing them out. All right. Davan's almost with a triple-double. Game 5. Huge win. Don't have what happened against Dallas. Put them away. Let's win it all in year number 5, please. Good first quarter. Not the greatest second quarter, but it could be much worse. Come on, please come back in the 4th. Please come back in the 4th. God damn it. I don't want to go to game 7s anymore. If we lose the finals in 7 games 2 years in a row, I'm going to cry, and it's going to happen. Oh my God, it's going to happen. I'm trying to do reverse psychology here. Great second quarter. Okay, I think we're going to win. Yes, yes, yes. We're not going to lose and blow 2 3-2 leads in back-to-back finals. Alexander Sarr, I think, is going to be your finals MVP. GG Jackson. What a performance from him. Finals MVP is Alexander Sarr. Let's go, man. So we got our first ring. I feel like that should have been our second ring. KD and James Harden heading to the Hall of Fame. We do own our first round pick at number 30. I'm also stupid, and I think at league meetings, I rejected adding 2 expansion teams. Oh my God. Okay, so it's going to happen next offseason. I apologize. All right, so I'm going to trade Jaden Ivey to the San Antonio Spurs for pick number 2. We did just win a finals, and I'm going to move them, but I think there's somebody I want to target it to that I could develop, but still be in contention next year, and he's going to want a little bit more money. I mean, he's on a great contract. That's why I thought, like, I can get pick 2 for him. I wonder if I can also snag, like, a first-round pick, another first. They would want my first. Honestly, let's do this. I'm getting 2 more firsts from them. I have to give up my first, but I think we'll finish ahead of them, so let's do that. They're basically swaps. So just don't take the guy I want. Okay, they take Carlton Arthur from Washington State. Definitely looked like the best player in this class, but I'm going to take a chance on somebody. Somebody with size, and I think could be a good defender. How far down is he? That's the question. Oh, wow. It was 18th. It was Chris Dunleavy. Okay. I don't know if this is a risk to take him, but he's 19. He could be a very good defender, but I'm a little nervous about this now. I kind of like this. I feel like I'm doing side quests in this rebuild. Let's take him. Let's take my guy. If he doesn't work out, he doesn't work out. He's out of Boise State. There's going to be some growing pains, but I think playing it like alongside Cade and Dabansa could be very good for him. The 3rd overall pick got traded too for Walker Kessler. There you go, Miami. Should have did that a lot. Well, Took another big man. At pick 30, I'm going to snag Joshua Madsen from Fordham. Shout out the Bronx. He's a 75 overall. All right. Could be better. Could definitely be worse. And then we got Leonard Hayward there in the second round. All right. So I'm going to sign all those guys. We're going to pick up the team options of Ngombo, Stevenson, and AJ Debansa. Jason Tatum as a player option. He's going to opt out. I probably should have attached like maybe Ngombo to the Jaden Ivey contract. All right, I'm going to do this trade with the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to move Ngombo. I'm going to move John Felder, who was a first-round pick last year for us at 25, but he's already 23 years old. I'm going to move a second-rounder, but I'm going to get a first from Milwaukee in 2032, and I'm going to get Christian Brown, who could start for us if Dunleavy is not performing all that well, and he's kind of a veteran at this point, so that could be useful for us. I wish I could go out and sign Jokic, but unfortunately I cannot. So we're going to pay Alexander Sarr a ton of money. He gets a deal from the Denver Nuggets, 4 years, 201. Good Lord. We are going to match that. I hope that 201 is because of like a player option in year number 5 and it's really a 5-year deal. No, he's even making almost $50 million a year. That is insane, but definitely deserving of that contract for sure. So I do have a mid-level exception. I don't know if I want to use it. Like I'm fine with our guard depth with like kind of Brown there. You know what? I don't think I need to use it this offseason unless I wanted to use it on a better backup center. He is 6'9". I wonder if he can play the backup 5, but I kind of like the idea of getting Taylor Hendricks. So let's pay him. I'm going to add a team option onto the last year because I do not trust that contract for sure. And are we going to be able to pick up Taylor Hendricks or is he going to sign elsewhere? Boom, 2-year, 23 mil. Can make it a 3-year deal if we do pick up that team option. That's if like I don't need to play Madsen right away. Anybody switch up? Jason Tatum joins Wemby on the Spurs. Devin Booker goes to the Clippers. Okay. This is some pretty big switch ups. Kyrie goes to Portland at 36. All right, taking a look here at player progression. Like Sarr, Cunningham, and Devance is kind of the new big 3. Duran's here to stay, and he's been a consistent big man for us. Sasser is off the bench. I mean, we won a title without Ausar Thompson. I think we can win one without Jaden Ivey. And also some great progression from Jonathan Wallace, who I feel like needs to be in the rotation this year. All right, so it's going to be Cade, Dunleavy, Debansa, Sarr, Duran, with Sasser, Gigi, Hendricks, Brown, and then Jonathan Wallace off the bench. I'm going to send Joshua Madsen, he's only 19, to the G League. System proficiencies, 4.5 star pace and space. I feel like we're going to be changing up the rotation a little bit at the trade deadline if we're not performing all that well. I feel like there's a good chance guys are inefficient. All right, so we're 34-17 at the trade deadline. This just seems like it's going to be our trade deadline record for the rest of eternity. We are the 1 seed though. That is nice. It's a little bit different. Scoring wise, Debansa is now the number 1 scorer. Cade at 27 is kind of taking a little bit of a step back. I mean, the efficiency is off the charts, but Sarr and Debansa are averaging more than him. Sasser is back to just his elite efficiency, which we will definitely take. GG Jackson shooting 37% from 3. Jalen Duren still being our bruiser inside. Chris Dunleavy, yeah, I think will not be starting for us in the playoffs. Maybe not even playing, but I think I could still develop him. Don't worry. Hendricks has been good in his limited role. Jonathan Wallace has been fine. I wish he passed the ball a little bit more. And Christian Brown, I think, could start for us in the playoffs. So we just take a 3-year, $105 million extension with Cade Cunningham. Just because it could be a tradable contract as well, I'm going to give Christian Brown a 2-year extension worth $20 million. All right, so Wemby gets his first MVP award. Andre Wagner, Rookie of the Year. Okay, he was not very good. 24th overall pick. Gardale, or Garway Dual on Providence. 6 man of the year. The name is just typed wrong. Depoy goes to Wemby again, obviously. Here's All-NBA first team. We do get Alexander Sarr, an All-NBA second team. Oh my God. Ausar Thompson, all defensive first team. I mean, the efficiency isn't great, but he playmakes a little bit. He's a good rebounder. He's a good defender. I mean, I think in hindsight, I would have chose him over Jaden Ivey, just looking back on it. Chris Dunleavy, all-rookie first team, but probably not too deserving. All right, so we are taking on the 7-seed Charlotte Hornets. They have a sick backcourt. They still have Brandon Miller and Mark Williams. They've added a couple former Hawks and DeAndre Hunter and John Collins. For the playoffs, would I rather play Chris Dunleavy or would I rather play Jonathan Wallace? I think I'm going to play Jonathan Wallace, but Dunleavy is still going to be slotted in probably as my starter next year. Like I said, I think it's a side quest. Christian Brown and Taylor Hendricks are going to get 20 minutes. We're going to go 25 to GG Jackson, who shot 38% from 3. And that means we are going to start Marcus Sasser at the point or at the shooting guard spot. A little bit undersized at 6'2", so I could throw Cade at the 2 if we want. So maybe we'll do that just for the playoffs. We'll do something like that. We're going to go 35 to these 3. And then I would like to get maybe a couple more minutes here to Jalen Duren as well, 32 minutes. So we'll see if that big 3 can carry us. We are 5-star pace and space. Would you look at that? We're taking on the Hornets, like I said, in round 1. Are we able to beat them and move on to round 2? That is a good Hornets team, and they beat us in 5. Come on, 2K. Ugh. Oh my God. I guess I'd rather face anybody else in round 1. I know that was a good Hornets team too. That's a team that could make it to a conference finals, and we unfortunately got them in round 1. But if we couldn't beat them, damn it, mostly everybody played well besides Taylor Hendricks. Christian Brown, I mean, shot well from 3. Damn, how many were any of these games close. We lost game 5 by 1. That sucks. We blew them out in game 1. Game 2, lost by 1. Oh my god, we lost 2 games by 1. Lost by 15. Lost in OT. Wow, it was a close series. That is unfortunate, though. All right, I guess it's somewhat of a championship hangover. Maybe it was a one-year retool. Zion is your Western Conference Finals MVP, and Bronny in the East. And the Wizards swept them with Bronny James being your Finals MVP. Steph, Paul George, Tobias, Kawhi, Tim Hardaway Jr., Dennis Schroeder all retiring. Curry, Kawhi, and PG heading to the Hall of Fame. Now, I don't know if I can... Oh, I can't add the expansion teams. I forgot to do it in the screen. I don't even know if I can replace that. Yep, gotta wait till next year. I'm an idiot. I am just flopping on adding these expansion teams. So the Spurs have our first round pick at 27. They have their first round pick at 28. We don't get their first rounders till next year. I mean, with Tatum and Wemby now, I doubt they're going to be great picks, but we do have that Milwaukee pick in the 2032 draft to keep an eye on. Mark West looks pretty good. #1 overall pick to the Lakers. We got Colin Newman there in the second round. I'll sign him, but he's really just kind of to fill out this roster. Leonard Hayward, I will bring back, sure. Stevenson, sure, could be traded this offseason. Wallace, I'm excited to see if he progresses at all. And yeah, I know we were a first-round exit, but I think I'm going to run this team back. All right, so we do see some progression from the top for Debanza and Alexander Sarr. Sasser goes up, same with Gigi and Christian Brown. Stevenson goes up, Matson goes up. Wallace does not, though, which is kind of unfortunate. Dunleavy does not go up. Yikes. All right, so this is basically the 10-man rotation for this season. I think we're going to make a trade at the deadline. I'm hoping Chris Dunleavy shows some improvement, because if not, we are screwed, I think. Well, not screwed, but I'm gonna look like a complete idiot. But like I said, I think we're gonna make some type of trade at the deadline, just to maybe make a all-in move, just depending on what our record is. Yep, 33-17. This has just been our trade deadline record every single year of this video. We are the 1 seed though in the Eastern Conference, but like I said, I think I would like to make some type of move. Bronny's gonna win MVP this year. Okay. Damn, I would like for Alexander Sarr to win DPOYs. Wemby finally not going to win one. There's Freddie Tiggs, who was that #1 overall pick to Brooklyn. Really good. All right, let's take a look here at the stats here for this season. So Debanza winning the team in scoring, followed by Sarr, Cunningham, Sasser, Duren. Dunleavy's been better. He's been better. He's 21 years old now. Jonathan Wallace looks pretty good. Yeah, he's efficient. Gigi Jackson is a free agent, I believe, at the end of the season. And I'm going to send Christian Brown to the Atlanta Hawks for Dylan Brooks, an expiring contract who's not even playing for them this season. Let me just make sure. Yep. And we're getting a lottery protected first rounder in 2032. So we got about 10 more minutes freed up here. I think I'm going to go like 17 to Wallace. And I think we're going to go about 34 to Cade, 34 to Banta, 34 Sarr, and then 33 to Jalen Duren. Gigi Jackson is open to re-signing with us. I'm going to give him a 3-year extension. He's been a great bench player for us. MVP goes to Victor Wembanyama. Does he get DPOY? No, it goes to Evan Mobley, so he doesn't get it every single year. Bronny did not get he did not get MVP, but he got Clutch Player of the Year. Alexander Sarr is a 95 overall. He is on all NBA second team. Another insane year from him. Modern day Kevin Garnett, basically, at this point. All defensive first team as well. And we are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. So Sarr did not finish as our #1 scorer, was AJ Debanza. Cade finished with 6.1 assists. Sasser, 50, 40, 90 season for the 2nd straight year. Chris Dunleavy definitely improved efficiency-wise, and that free throw percentage makes me think that he could be an efficient scorer. He's 6'6", man. I feel like he averaged a steal a night last year. He can be good for us. So for the playoffs, yeah, we're going to run this 9-man rotation. I think Hendricks and Wallace can get 15. We're going to go 20 to GG. I'm probably going to start... I kind of want to see what Jonathan Wallace can do starting, but I'm not going to do that. We're probably going to do something like this. Maybe 15 to Dunleavy. We'll do 23 to Jackson. Let's do 28 to Sasser. 36 Cade, 36 there, 36 there, 36 Duren. Let's see what we can do. We're going to play our studs going up against Christian Brown in round 1 of the playoffs. They also have Tyler Smith, who they not developed. He's been on 3 teams, but is kind of breaking out since his time in Atlanta. Can we not get a round 1 exit? This time we do not. We end up sweeping the Atlanta Hawks and moving on to round number 2 on the backs of Sarr, Cunningham, and Debanza. Gigi Jackson's been nothing but efficient for us, so you got to appreciate that. Taking on the Miami Heat, you have Topic, Isaiah Evans, Dink Patel, Louis Starks, and Bam Adebayo. Kind of a different team from when we beat them last. They have Desmond Bane, Anthony Black still. It's a good team. I feel like they could beat us. We'll see. Let's see if we can advance to the conference finals, and we beat them in 5. So we're going to be taking on the Brooklyn Nets there in the Eastern Conference Finals. Haven't really talked about them too much in the playoffs in this video. Oh, they have Freddie Tiggs still, Mikal Bridges, Ace Bailey, Missy from Baylor. Nick Claxton is still there. Damian Sarr, if you watch the Hornets rebuild, you know how good this guy is. Oh, man. Johnny Davis just always seems to be on playoff teams in these rebuilds. I think they're going to beat us. That's a good Nets team. Please. Yes, we win in 6. Let's go. AJ Debanza averaged 32 points. He is a stud. He's fully breaking out here. Obviously, he's going to get an extension from me in the offseason, and he's been on a tear in the playoffs. So we're taking on the Thunder, a team that we beat in the past in the finals. Their defense is insane. insane. Can we get our second ring in this video in our third finals appearance? I don't want to go 1-2 in the finals, please. Let's go. We win in 6, and AJ Dybantsa is your finals MVP. Him and Alexander Sarr are just a beast 1-2 combo at this point, man. It's just unfair. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I forgot to add an expansion team again. Maybe we're just not going to see expansion teams in this video. Dame gets his jersey retired by the Blazers, Middleton by the Bucks, and Randall by the Knicks. We do not have the Spurs first round pick. When do I get those? I forget. But they get our pick at 30. Am I going to get them for like the following draft? So yeah, I get it for 31 and I get it for 32. I also have the Hawks lottery protected first and the Bucks first rounder that year. But we have the Spurs first next year. So we didn't have any draft picks. The number 1 overall pick looked at Austin Bowen, 23 years old. That doesn't look great, Chicago. So, Taylor Hendricks, I'm going to pick up the team option. Definitely on Wallace, Dunleavy, Madsen, yes, but Carl Newman, no. Dybantsa and Jared Stevenson, I'll give the qualifying offers to. Stevenson might get traded, like, immediately if I get him back on the QO, but Dybantsa, I'm going to pay a ton of money. Dylan Brooks, I mean, we could bring back just on the veteran minimum. Why not? And we get Dybantsa on a 5-year, $166 million extension. Kind of a steal. So Stevenson, I'm going to give a 2-year deal to, but I'm immediately going to trade him. Lucas stays in Dallas. Cameron Boozer stays in Philadelphia. Darren Peterson stays in Boston. I mean, yeah, they drafted Peterson over Dybantsa looking back on it, which was just kind of wild. All right, we're going to trade Jared Stevenson to the Knicks for a top 3 protected first rounder in 2032. All right, so Sasser's starting to regress. Okay, I wonder if I got to move him to like a shooting guard position. Dunleavy goes up to a 79. We needed that. All right, so it's going to look like the same starting 5, the same 6th and 7th men, and then we're going to play Wallace a little bit more, 17 minutes a night. I'm going to see what Joshua Madsen can do before he's like a restricted free agent. System proficiency is still 5-star, pace and space. That's what I'm talking about as we enter year number 8. We could work out some extensions right now. That's a lot of money for Jalen Duren. He's 26, but he has been here for a while. I think I may let him into unrestricted free agency, but then look to re-sign him then. We could give Sarr an extension. May hold off on that since he's not a free agent for another year. Sasser at $12 million. I may just tag on 2 years to that. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm TBD if I want to bring back Taylor Hendricks still. All right, so we're 35 and 17 at the deadline. I want to have 40 wins at the deadline at one point. We're the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. We're a game and a half back of Washington. Currently right now, Dybantsa is leading the team in scoring. No, Dunleavy, you're taking a step back. Come on, man. So yeah, you can see like top right, second power ranking, second in the conference. I think I'm gonna move him to the bench. Gigi Jackson may be too tall to be the shooting guard, so I think he's gonna get a lesser role just for now, 20 minutes. Wallace, I think, may start at the point guard spot because this guy is kind of good, and I want to see what he can do. I'm going to start him at the 1, Cade at the 2, and we'll see how this team performs throughout the rest of year number, I believe, 8. So Bronny, there it is. He gets MVP. He also took home Clutch Player of the Year and Chris Finch Coach of the Year for the Wizards. We did get Alexander Sarr on All-NBA first team. We did finish the season as the 3 seed, as the Bulls with Cooper Flagg and Zachary Risacher, or Risacher. I feel like I've heard it both ways, and I do want to make sure I'm like saying it right. So if you know in the comments, please let me know what's it's proper. It might be just in like kind of different languages or countries how it's just pronounced, just like the type of like dialect from it. But they have Maxey as well, Pat Will, Usman Garuba, Johnny Davis, just always on a playoff team. Yeah, I don't know if I want to pay Jalen Duren $30-something million. I don't know. Obviously he's been here forever, and do we have a better option? I don't know. Like I could move Alex Sarr to the center spot for sure. So do I want to play Jaden or Jonathan Wallace at the 1 for the playoffs? I kind of do, but I'm only gonna play him like 20 minutes a night. We're gonna play these guys more. So Madsen, honestly, not a bad big. He's not gonna play that much though. Dunleavy finished the year strong. He's gonna get like 15 minutes a night though for the playoffs. Sasser and Gigi can get 34 apiece. Let's go 35 to the big 3. Now let's actually go 36, and then we can probably go 24 to Jonathan Wallace. System efficiency is 4.5 stars. We're taking on Philly. I was looking at Chicago there. They have Cameron Boozer, Aquaro, Lonzo. They still have Embiid. They got Jalen Brunson. That's pretty cool. Let's see what happens here in round number 1. Don't lose. Oh my God, really? Our team wasn't even that good. All right, we may be washed. Okay, Dybantsa just really wasn't that efficient from the field. Cade, what happened? Sarr, what happened? Oh my God, their defense lit us up. Darius Sackup Jr. and Liam McNeely, conference finals MVPs. Is Jaden Ivey still in San Antonio? Yes, he is. Yeah, he kind of fell off when he went to San Antonio, so maybe I sold high on his value. Hawks win in 5. Liam McNeely is your finals MVP. Kyrie retires here with Oubre, Siakam, Sabonis, Levine, Bobby Portis. There's Ben Simmons, Mo Wagner, Malik Beasley. Eric Spoelstra retires. Yeah, I guess we're just not doing expansion teams in this. I just keep getting sidetracked when I simulate the season, and I just forget to do it. Damn, I thought like maybe that Milwaukee pick, but that's next year that we get it. So the Bucks are actually picking at 13. We just want them to get worse. So we do have the Pistons pick, or excuse me, the Spurs pick at 27, and we have our pick at 28. 25. Do I want to get rid of Monty and move on to a new coach? Is just like maybe time for a new guy here. Darvin Ham, is he going to lead this team? You know what? I think it is. I think I'm going to go after Darko Rajakovic to be the next head coach of the Pistons. All right, so I'm going to be making this trade with the LA Clippers. We're going to be moving Marcus Sasser. There are two late firsts and a future first for Rui Hachimura, who I could trade. We could use, we'll see. But Cam Whitmore, I think Cam Whitmore could start at the 3. And I think I might move Dibanza to the 4 next season. So yeah, I think I'm like fully prepared to lose Jalen Duren in free agency. I don't know if Quickly's going to play for us, but I'm going to move Rui Hachimura in 3 seconds for Quickly and a first. It's basically same contracts. Like I said, Quickly may or may not play for us, but I get another first in that trade. We didn't have any draft picks once again in this draft. Ooh, Richard Hendricks looks like he's going to be a very good prospect. So Dunleavy, welcome back. Joshua Madsen, welcome back. I did put a lot of faith into Chris Dunleavy, and he has not really been that nice to me. So I'm going to look to bring back Jonathan Wallace. For agency, like I said, Jalen Duren's probably going to walk, and he's not interested in re-signing with us. So with that, I should probably bring back Taylor Hendricks on like a 2-year deal, maybe another 3-year deal, and I'll throw a team option on that. So yeah, we're going to reannounce the rights on Jalen Duren. He played almost a decade here in Detroit, won a couple championships, so we respect what he's done for us. Also going to sign Jonathan Wallace to a 4-year deal worth $29 million. I honestly think that's a steal. So we have, what, 5 first rounders next year? That is kind of insane. We are going into year number 9, so we got 2 years left of this rebuild, and I would like to win 2 championships in that time frame. So let's take a look here at player progression. We get Leonard Hayward back on the QO. We do see some green, nothing too crazy. Dibanza is only 24 years old, and I feel like he's just accomplished so much. All right, so I'm going to go 36 of the big 3 of Cade, Dibanza, and Sar. I'm going to go probably 28 minutes to Gigi Jackson, 27 to Dunleavy. Then we have Cam Whitmore, Jonathan Wallace, Taylor Hendricks, and Joshua Madsen coming off the bench. System proficiency under Darko Rajakovic, just 3.5 stars. Okay, so we'll see how this team improves throughout the year. Do we have any free agents at the end of the year? Sar, take all my money. I have to pay him. So yeah, basically everybody else that's notable is under contract for this video. I'm praying I do get bird rights on Cam Whitmore. Let's see if he even has a good year for us. So is it even worth to add an expansion team in year 9? Probably not. So I apologize if you really wanted to see expansion teams. That's on me for just being an idiot. All right, so we're 27 and 24. I feel like I've been fooling around too much in this revo, trying to have like a new identity and not just have like kind of the same team. And yeah, we're pretty average. I mean, we have all those draft picks like I mentioned. I mean, I guess we're not getting that Hawks pick. We have the Bucks unprotected, Knicks top 3, and Spurs unprotected. So Hawks, I mean, we're going to get it. They are going to make the playoffs. The Bucks, though, that pick could be good if they kind of fall off. The Knicks aren't great either, so let's hope they fall off. I'm sure the Spurs are pretty good. Yeah, they're the 1 seed in the West. Chris Dunleavy, though, has been playing better and better right in time for him to get paid. I really hope they give me bird rights on him, but I'm going to move Cam Whitmore and Emmanuel quickly in that Knicks first rounder for J.D. Davison and Damian Sugg. You know what? I actually would like to hold on to that Knicks first rounder. I will give you the Atlanta first rounder. I will give you my first rounder. Actually, my first rounder may just get it done. It does not. They would want Taylor Hendricks for lowest starts. Let's not make this more complicated than it needs to be. All right, and we just got Damian Sar. Had to give up basically the Spurs pick, our pick, and the Hawks pick. So I'm praying I get bird rights on Sar, but this guy could actually carry us to a championship. He's that good. And Bronny just gets another MVP award. We did end up as the 5 seed. Damn, the Knicks made the playoffs. Oh, we're taking on the 76ers in round 1. Let's go. We can look to get revenge. And oh, they have our old friend Asor Thompson on the team. I don't know, though. I think this team could go far. I think we have the core to get it done, but let's see if 2K wants to be on my side here. Can we pull off the upset and beat them? No, another first-round exit to the Sixers. Come on, man. Why is that Dibanza only playing 29 minutes? 2K, what did you do to me? All right, whatever. Year 10, we're going all in. I'm winning a title in the final year. I don't care what it takes. So in the Jimmy Butler Memorial Championship, the Bulls beat the Timberwolves in 7 games. AD definitely going to be heading to the Hall of Fame. That is probably it out of everybody there, I feel like. Yep, he's solo in the Hall of Fame. Gets his jersey retired by 2 different teams. All right, lottery time. Can this Milwaukee pick end up being number 1? It's at number 7. That'd be pretty sick. It actually drops the pick 8. Unfortunately, we do get the Knicks pick at 16. Traded the Atlanta pick at 19, our pick at 21, and the Spurs pick at 29. Now, that will suck if I can't bring back Damian Sar. All right, so the draft has concluded. We ended up taking Omar Alvarez. Looks pretty good, though. 79 overall, 6'11", 21-year-old out of Mexico. We got Terrence O'Brien at 16. We'll sign Maurice House there, who was our second rounder. We have no team player options to deal with. Qualifying offers, Chris Dunleavy, and probably Joshua Madsen I'd like to bring back. Jalen Duren last year played for the Boston Celtics just on a 1-year deal. All right, can I please bring back Damian Sar? Come on, really? Am I not able to do that? Can I offer him a deal? Oh my god, I can offer him $29 million. I may have to wait a little bit. But if he gets picked up, I'm screwed before then. I just need his value to go down a little bit. He does have one offer. Is it from me, technically? No, it's from the Nuggets. It's not even a real deal. All right, and we should be able to bring him back. It's going to be a 2-year deal. Let's see how much it's worth. $61 million, that's fine. Basically saves this video because we're going into the final season, and we'll get Dunleavy and Madsen back on the QOs. All right, man, this team can win a championship in its final year. Let's hope we could do so. Yeah, unfortunately, Jonathan Wallace was really bad last year, so he kind of stole some money from me. So I don't know if he's going to play too much. I think I'm going to give him and Alvarez 10 minutes. We'll go 15 to Madsen, 17 to Hendricks. Let's do 25 to Dunleavy, but Alexander Sarr is going to get 34, 28 to Gigi, 34 to Dibanza. Let's go 32 to Sarr, and let's do the rest to Cade Cunningham. So let's see how this team does in its final year. 4.5-star balanced. Let's try to end the video off on a high note. Cameron Boozer wins the MVP award in year number 10. Esteban Cortez, Rookie of the Year. He was the 2nd overall pick to Miami. Liam McNeely, 6th Man of the Year. Deep Boy goes to Wemby. Chris Jeffries, son of Jared Jeffries. No, just kidding. Most Improved Clutch Player goes to Malik Thomas. Thought about drafting him at one point. And Darko Rajakovic is Coach of the Year. We went 65-17. So I'm glad we had a great record for our final year. Hopefully, this is a championship level team because I've only won 2 rings in this video. A lot of disappointing seasons. Alexander Sarr, we have Damian Sarr and Alexander Sarr. I didn't even put that together. Come on, man. Are we 5 stars? No, we're not. But this team should win the NBA Finals of 2033. I'm not playing around. Don't lose in round 1. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. They blew a 3-1 lead. No, they blew a 3-1 lead. Oh my God. What the fuck just happened? Oh my God. We're taking on the Spurs in the finals. Sarr versus Wemby. Frenchman versus Frenchman. The Raptors blew a 3-1 lead. The Wizards blew a 3-1 lead. Oh my God, that is disgusting. What are we doing? I mean, we're in the finals. We finally get revenge on Philly, but why did it have to come to this? Going up against Jaden Ivey, Ron Holland, Tatum, and Wemby. Oh my God, that team is so good. That team is so good. Game number 1 goes to Detroit, though. Oh, we blew them out in overtime. I'll take that. Game number 2 goes to Detroit. Let's go. There, that's what I'm talking about. Game number 3 goes to San Antonio. 4 goes to Detroit. Don't blow a 3-1 lead. Thank you. Year number 10, we end the video off with a ring. Alexander Sarr won Finals MVP. He won 2 out of the 3. He won the first and the last. Dibanza got the one in the middle. We lost in 7 to the Mavericks, so we could have had 4 rings in this video, but I played around too much, just like me losing in round 1 in these 2 years kind of hurt. I really did wish that we beat the Mavericks, though. We should have won there, but I think I dicked around too much in this rebuild, trying to do some things a little bit different. But either way, I hope you guys did enjoy this 10-year Pistons rebuild. Let me know if you did by dropping a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments, you want to see like a 10-year Spurs rebuild now with like Wemby, maybe we get Bronny or something like that, because clearly he develops very well. And I think my next 0 to 18 rebuild is going to be with the OKC Thunder. So thank you all for watching. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.